Honey is nature's most interesting sweetener, and true honey will always surprise you with its scent, taste and color, which reflect the flora from where the bees collect their nectar. The beauty of it is that the result is always up to nature, and more so, when bees are allowed to express the uniqueness of their surroundings in honey. For instance, the flavor of honey collected from bee boxes on a mustard plantation will be very different from the robust wild forest honey extracted from natural hives. But a lot of the flavor and quality of honey depends on how carefully it is handled after being procured. What is so special about raw honey? Raw honey is the most original sweet liquid you will find. It is collected fresh after being produced by honeybees with the nectar they sip from flower blossoms. It is unheated, unpasteurized and unprocessed. This is not too difficult to understand, as the word raw clearly indicates being uncooked. According to Ayurveda, it is this energy that gives raw honey its intense flavor. It is the purest form of nectar that has come out of the flowers and is just so potent. You'll know the difference when you taste it. It leaves a slight tingle in your throat, unlike regular honey which has no flavor or texture and is plain sweet. In the Charaka Samhita, an ancient text on Ayurveda, it has been written that raw honey which has been aged for a year has amazing therapeutic and detoxifying properties. The natural nutrients are known to rejuvenate the cells in the body. A lot of scientific studies have shown that applying heat to raw foods changes their molecular structure, and in the process they may lose this life force. In its pure form, raw honey contains all the enzymes, antioxidants and minerals, most of which are destroyed on being treated with heat and, more often than not, replaced with synthetic material to undertake mass production and give it a shelf life. Many of the beautiful, golden bottles sitting on supermarket shelves contain commercial honey that has been pasteurized. This makes it easy to filter, handle and package, and gives the liquid a cleaner and smoother finish, but a lot is lost in the process. Honey is made up of more than 70% sugars, less than 20% water and trace minerals. Think about it, honey travels from the farms to the middlemen to one factory for processing and then another factory for packaging, and by the time it reaches the stores all that is left are glucose and fructose plus added preservatives and stabilizers. The same old story of big business interests making it hard to maintain quality may leave a bad taste in the mouth. Honey is a thick, sticky and sweet-tasting liquid which is rich in minerals such as iron, calcium and magnesium. There is something undeniably enchanting about honey, the product of flower nectar transformed by bees, as if by alchemy. Honey is fat-free, cholesterol-free, sodium-free and rightly called nature's sweet nectar. Our grandmothers have extolled the many virtues of honey, from boosting immunity to helping with weight loss. Scientists have discovered a powerful link between a medicinal type of honey and the destruction of a fungus that can cause blindness or even death. In the first of its kind study, Zain Habib Al-Hindi, from University of Manchester in UK, used different concentrations of surja honey, a biologically engineered honey that produces chemically reactive molecules containing oxygen, to test how effective it could be in destroying the fungus Fusarium. Fusarium is found on plants and in soil and can cause devastating infections in vulnerable people. Al-Hindi discovered even the lowest concentrations had a significant effect in breaking down the cell wall of the fungus, demonstrating its potential as a future treatment for patients. Chronic infections, such as those found in long-lasting wounds, comprise about 60 to 80% of infectious diseases in humans, and the way fungi invade wounds is associated with the use of broad-spectrum antibiotics. How is honey made? Did you know that it takes about 60,000 bees, collectively traveling up to 55,000 miles and visiting more than 2 million flowers, to gather enough nectar to make 1 pound of honey? Once the nectar is gathered, the bee stores it in its extra stomach, where it mixes with enzymes, and then passes it to another bee's mouth, via regurgitation. This process is repeated until the nectar becomes partially digested and is then deposited into a honeycomb. Then the honey bees fan the liquid nectar with their wings, helping the water to evaporate and create the thick substance you know as honey. Cooking honey, good or bad? Did you know, Ayurvedic practitioners kept bees in locations with certain herbs to specifically create a unique healing effect? It is believed that honey which was harvested in the area with herbs or flowers would have an effect over the qualities of pollen harvested by the bee. The natural healing effects are attained from honey's raw form, and by disturbing its chemicals by heating or overheating may completely change its compounds, leading to health hazards. According to the National Center for Biotechnology (NCBI), heating honey is contraindicated as it causes adverse effects. Cooking it deteriorates the quality and loses its essential enzymes and nutrients. Heated honey can actually produce deleterious effects in the body and can be fatal at the same time. Cooking honey to 40 degrees Celsius causes a negative chemical change that makes it taste bitter. Heat destroys the beneficial qualities of honey, and by buying processed honey, which is already heated at a certain temperature, you are only making it worse. According to Ayurveda, when cooked, honey becomes equivalent to glue. The molecules tend to adhere to mucous membranes in the digestive tract, further producing toxins, called ama, which become the root cause of ill health. It contributes to congestion, weight gain, respiratory diseases, skin conditions, digestive problems, and blood glucose imbalances. Pasteurizing honey may also cause to increase the glycemic index, which is not good for diabetics. It is imperative to understand that we shouldn't disturb the natural environment of any food, as they are beneficial in their own ways. Heating or cooking honey has some serious ill effects on your body, therefore, you must ensure that you only buy raw or organic form of honey and consume it without heating it. Also make sure that you do not buy any commercially sold honey, which is already processed and heated, further hampering the nutrients it contains. Here is 11 top honey benefits. 1. Natural energy booster. Noticed how a sugar high leads to a rapid energy crash and burn more often than not? It's time to ditch the energy drinks and forget your coffee fix. Use honey instead of sugars and sweeteners in your tea, baked goodies, or spread to it on a hot toast. Its natural sugars even prevent fatigue during exercise, so it is also good for improving athletic performance. The glucose in honey is absorbed by the body quickly, giving an immediate energy boost, while the fructose provides sustained energy since it is absorbed more slowly. Honey has also been found to keep levels of blood sugar fairly constant in comparison to other types of sugar. 2. Treats cough. Just 2 teaspoons of honey can help cure a persistent cough. Thanks to its antimicrobial properties, honey not only soothes the throat, but also kills certain bacteria which cause the infection. If you don't wish to eat honey straight up, you can add Manuka UMF honey to warm water. What is Manuka UMF honey? Manuka honey is produced in Australia and New Zealand from the nectar of the Manuka tree, and UMF stands for Unique Manuka Factor, i.e. a grading system that assures purity and quality of Manuka honey. 3. Improves sleep. Do you lie awake all night staring at the ceiling, tossing and turning? Use the famous milk and honey remedy to fall asleep quickly. All you need to do is add a teaspoon of honey to a glass of hot milk. Honey releases serotonin, a neurotransmitter that improves your mood, and the body converts serotonin into melatonin, a chemical compound that regulates the length and quality of sleep. You can also add a teaspoon or 2 of honey to a cup of chamomile tea, if you'd prefer. 4. Treats wounds and burns. Honey is made up of mostly glucose and fructose that absorb water if applied on wounds. It helps promote healing, making it a natural first aid cure for wounds, burns and cuts. Honey's antiseptic properties inhibit the growth of certain bacteria and help keep external wounds free from infection. It helps reduce swelling, pain and even scarring, as it works as an anti-inflammatory as well. A 2005 study published in the British Journal of Surgery showed remarkable improvement after applying honey to the affected areas. 5. Honey for immunity. Honey's antioxidant and antibacterial properties help improve the digestive system and boost immunity. It is also a powerhouse of antioxidants, which are very effective for the removal of free radicals from the body. Start your day by adding a spoonful of honey and lemon juice from half a lemon to a cup of warm water. Drink this cleansing tonic before breakfast to reap the benefits. 6. Cures hangover. It's a familiar feeling, a heavy head, raging thirst, waves of nausea, oversensitivity to light and noise. Yes, it's the dreaded hangover. Fret not, honey is here to rescue you. Just a few tablespoons of honey will help speed up your body's metabolism and help you combat that hangover, since fructose helps speed up the oxidation of alcohol by the liver. The NYU Langone Medical Center reveals that taking honey orally can increase the body's ability to metabolize alcohol, thereby limiting intoxication and more rapidly reducing alcohol blood levels. 7. Prevents heart diseases. Consumption of natural honey increases polyphonic antioxidants in the blood, which helps prevent heart diseases. It can also help lower cholesterol levels. 8. Honey for weight loss. It is believed that drinking warm water with honey and a splash of lime first thing in the morning is an effective anti-cellulite treatment, as it helps to increase body metabolism. But with 64 calories per tablespoon, how can honey help you shed those extra pounds? According to a 2010 study published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition, honey helps control your appetite. If you consume honey before bed, the body begins to burn more fat during those early hours of sleep. You can even take a step further and replace all refined sugar in your diet with honey in order to rebalance the brain signal that compels you to consume more sweet stuff. 9. Honey for fabulous skin. Honey is a fantastic moisturizer and works wonders on patches of dry skin. You can use it to soften up your knees and elbows, even chapped lips. During the cold winter months, just rub some honey onto your face and wash off after 30 minutes. You can even create a moisturizing scrub. All you need to do is add some sugar and voila. It works as a natural exfoliator. Give your skin the benefit of honey's powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory and ultra-moisturizing properties. 10. Treats dandruff. Honey can bring temporary relief to the scalp by targeting dandruff. The study found that applying honey diluted with 10% warm water to problem areas and leaving it on for 3 hours before rinsing led to itch relief and no scaling within a week. Skin lesions healed within 2 weeks, and patients even showed an improvement in hair loss. 11. Honey for silky hair. Honey acts as a natural agent for moisturizing hair and cleansing the scalp, leaving you with silk smoothie hair without stripping away any natural oils. Add a teaspoonful of honey to your usual shampoo or mix with olive oil for a deep conditioning treatment for 20 minutes before washing your hair with shampoo. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and share with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe for new tips and home remedies.